right, Melanie, thank you again for 25 years at Point of Rental. So, what did you do before starting to work here? I mean, that was 25 years ago, so that's definitely a long
Bef-
time.
yeah, it's definitely a long time ago, but I still remember it fairly well.
hmm
I was a manager in training at Domino's Pizza.
Oh, Domino's
Yeah,
Pizza.
it was a very miserable job for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine the smells being pretty good, but other than
Yeah,
that,
you burn out on pizza when you work in pizza.
yeah,
So,
I can see that. So, pizza and rental software isn't exactly the most, connected thing. So, how did you hear about Point of Rental?
I worked with a young lady who was also getting into management there at Domino's, and
hmm
her mom had come in one day, who happened to be an employee for Point of Rental.
hmm
And she just asked her mom if Point of Rental was hiring. And so she talked to me for a minute and invited me in for an interview and a typing test.
hmm
And I was hired on the spot. So
Oh, well, there you go. So, what was your first job here at Point of Rental? Like, what did they hire you to do?
data entry. So I did. I inputted all the customers' information for their equipment and their customers
hmm
into the software for them, so that they would have it ready to go when they got started with the
Gotcha.
software.
Okay, so pretty much automation before automation was just you. It was
Sure.
just you
Yeah.
manually entering
It was all
everything.
manual at that point.
All right. Well, after 25 years, I'm sure your career has grown quite a lot. So, what are you currently doing here at Point Rental?
Currently, I am a tier three software support tech.
hmm
Um, I've been with the support team now for, if I'm not really sure how long it's been. It's been at least 7 or 8 years.
hmm
So, well, I've gone through several different roles within
Yeah.
support. So currently tier three.
Yeah. Sure. So, 25 years is a very long time. So, I'm sure you have a lot of things that you love about Point of Rental. But like, what's your favorite thing about working here?
The people.
hmm
And the fact that the company is so family oriented, that I guess that's really been the biggest draw for me in staying with the company as long as I've been here.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate your job when they celebrate family. So
Yeah, there's like a real sense of community here. I think that's something that a lot of people kind of resonate with
yeah,
and talk about, especially with some of our values and actually like, caring about our employees, which
yes.
is nice. So kind of pulling back outside of work, what's like a hobby not related to your job or just some sort of interest that like you feel like you could talk about for hours and hours or just something you're really into right now?
Um, I don't have a lot going right now.
hmm
I do have a little side hobby, working with tangled jewelry. So,
Oh, what's tangled jewelry?
so there's places online where you can buy jewelry, and it's really just all stuffed in a bag or a box,
Uh-huh.
and so it's like working a puzzle for me. And
Oh, so it's actually tangled up
it's
jewelry.
all tangled up
Oh,
jewelry, and
like
so I
okay.
untangle it and resell it. So
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah,
That's interesting.
the untangled part is calming for me. So I love puzzles, and it's a big puzzle.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I mean, and you get a little bit of money afterwards. So I
A
mean,
little
that
bit,
can't
yeah.
that can't hurt. So let's pretend there's a new employee, a new pointer, and whether they be in your department or just elsewhere, what would be the number one advice that you would give to a new employee?
Um, Seek opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid if somebody talks to you about a new role.
Yeah.
Try it out. I mean, if it doesn't work out, there are other opportunities or positions you can go back to once you change them. But if you have the opportunity, take it.
Yeah, I do feel like Point Rental does a good job of empowering our employees. So if there is an opportunity or a place to step up, if you want to heed the call, then they give you the opportunity and the power to do so. Which,
Yeah, it's the opportunity to learn. As long as you're learning something from
Mhm.
it, then that's what's important. So,
All right, Melanie, we're here at the final question. So let's pretend you're standing up there on the Oscars holding the nondescript trophy, Tony thing, whatever the guy is. And you have the opportunity to thank everyone who's gotten you here today. So who would you thank?
I don't know that I would think I'm an individual person. There would be a
Mhm.
group of people, and
Yeah.
it's definitely several people I've worked with for a long time. The Harrises being some of those people, previous owners, Bob Schaefer and Steve Husbands. So, And a couple other people along the way that have been around the company a long time, like Jason Albus and Holly Emmons. So they make coming to work when you build those relationships a comforting place to be. So it makes you want to be there. So
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure there's, after 25 years, there's probably a lot of people who have come into your life and has helped you in different parts of your career. So
absolutely,
it's hard, definitely impossible to
too
just
many
nail it down
people
to
over
one
25
person.
years.
Other than Wayne, you could probably thank Wayne directly, but other than that. But again, Melanie, thank you so much for 25 years at Point Rental.
Thank you so much.